The University of Virginia. A frat had its house vandalized and windows smashed with rocks after Rolling Stone libelously described a gang rape that never occurred there. Frat members skipped classes and stayed in hotel rooms, fearing for their lives. The University of Minnesota. Antifa marched on frats with a sign stating "Kill Rapists" and shouting "F the frats." The University of Texas at Austin. Vandals wrote "Kill frat boys, racist, and rapist" on frat houses, and Antifa published an open letter ordering that people make their lives hell. A few days later, student Kendricks White stabbed 4 other students, allegedly searching specifically for frat and sorority members. The left employs the same tactic against frat bros as it does against conservatives. Dehumanize each group by calling them rapists and Nazis in order to legitimize the use of violence against them. When they've successfully othered their opponents, angsty, androgynous Antifa kids can punch them and get away with it. Or perhaps in the extreme, stab them. After vandals spray-painted "rapist" on frats at the College of William and Mary, student Aditya Mohan wrote a column in his school paper, saying that labeling all members of fraternities as rapists is justified. Justified by what? An abject scorn for truth and an end justifies the means ideology? Mohan says there are issues with both erasing and keeping the vandalism. He says erasing it could censor survivors, but leaving it could trigger those survivors. And I know a lot of you are thinking, well, what about the frat bros? But remember, we've established that 100% of them are rapists. Do you really want to defend rapists? It's just a bit of spray paint. Be happy we're letting them live. Campus activists say that 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted during their time at campus. But that study only accounted for women at 2 universities, received a low response rate, counted drunk sex as assault, and didn't actually ask the female students outright whether they experienced rape or sexual assault. The Bureau of Justice reports that fewer than 1% of college students are sexually assaulted. Now, as Mohan says, frats are a network built to further nepotism and favoritism in employment, politics, and civil society. But so is any group of friends. Should we just ban freedom of association? I'm not easily shocked, but the student ends his screed with what really seems like an actual call to arms against fraternities, saying, "It is all of our responsibilities to stand in solidarity with victims, trans people, poor people, women, people of color, and others hurt by fraternities, and destroy the structures that harm them." In a statement to Campus Unmasked, Ginger Ambler, William and Mary's Vice President for Student Affairs, said that when it comes to sexual violence, defacing property and unfairly labeling an entire segment of our community is neither an effective nor acceptable way to advance that cause. But other schools have dealt with frats as a whole. The esteemed Harvard University not only prohibits frat bros from holding certain campus leadership positions, but is currently considering banning frats entirely. They may be your beer buddies, or they may be the guys you tell to turn down the volume at 3 a.m., but they're still human beings, and they're having their rights stripped and being targeted for violence. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website campusunmasked.com. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate further, please send us the details, including photo or video evidence.